Hey guys, we're back for another daily language. This is week 1, day 2. The first 2 sentences are supposed to be written correctly. And remember, I'm not writing the sentences for you. I'm just showing you what needs to be corrected when you rewrite the sentences. Okay? Number 1 says, "Did you finish reading the chapter called Training Your Dog?" Well, you know that you have to capitalize the first letter of every sentence, and that's those 3 lines. That's what those mean. Did you finished? Mm, that doesn't sound right. That's past tense, but we're asking them this now. So did you finish? We want to know now, or did they finish? So get rid of that. Did you finish reading the chapter called Training Your Dog? The chapter is called Training Your Dog, so you have to capitalize the first letter of each word of the title, unless it's like the A or whatever. So you have to capitalize that. Okay. You also remember how yesterday we underlined the title of a book or a magazine? Well, this is smaller than a book or a magazine because it's a chapter of a book. And so we're not going to underline it, but we are going to put quotation marks around training your dog, and they're going to go before the question mark. So it'll be quotation marks, training your dog, quotation marks, and then the question mark. If you put the quotations after the question mark, then that means the chapter is called Training Your Dog, and that's not what it is. So there's number 1. Number 2 says, Michelle always uses toys to reward her dog's well behavior. Okay. So, first of all, we're talking about her dog's behavior, like the behavior of her dog. So, we need to put an apostrophe right after dog. So, it says apostrophe S because it's the dog's behavior. And she's going to reward the dog for its good behavior, not well behavior. Sometimes we use well instead of good. Like, oh, I'm doing well today, but we're talking about good behavior. Finally, behavior is spelled wrong. So we are going to respell behavior. That is how you spell behavior. Notice I did not cross off the period because you need the period at the end. All right, number 3 says, Michelle doesn't whatever treats to reward her dog. Michelle doesn't ever use no treats. Michelle doesn't never use no treats. Michelle doesn't ever use any treats. Michelle doesn't never use any treats. Whew. Okay, so we already have Michelle doesn't, which means Michelle does not. Okay, so we already have a negative word in there. The not, that's a negative word. We can't have another negative in that sentence. That's called a double negative. So in this first choice right here, ever use no, well, that has a negative word in there. The word no is negative, so we can't have that. Never use no, well, that's never and no. Those are 2 negatives. That's nope. Ever use any, there's no negative words there. And never use any. Never is a negative word, so can't use that. So you are going to write in the words ever use any. Michelle doesn't ever use any treats to reward her dog. Number 4. Which contraction replaces you would? I hope you guys would know you'd is the contraction for you would. So now you guys are going to go make your corrections on your Google Slides activity, and I will talk to you later. Bye.